Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beats here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is something has just started. With that picture that has taken place last night with Kanan and everybody together, Ronnie and that whole crew, things have changed. You could tell from the way that Jukebox was looking at Kanan and trying to get him to leave and make him leave. Basically, things have changed and changed forever. Now, this is the beginning of Kanan. So when it comes down to it, Kanan is trying to establish himself, and he will, because we all know he goes on to become the ghetto legend in his own right. And it seems as though he wanted to be the heir to Rock's throne, but Rock was not about to let that happen. And so with Rock not letting that happen, Kanan is about to get to a place where he's going to do things on his own. And right now he's working with Ronnie and them, and he's about to go into business for himself, moving up from the green to Haran on the streets. And so begins the Kanan that we know. So begins the road to the book one Kanan that we find. This is the very beginning of his character. We got his origin story. Now we're in the midst of him becoming who he is. And you could tell something was happening. Everything about that picture and that whole scene gave vibes of early 90s gangster. We're talking about New Jack City. We're talking about New Jersey Drive vibes. We're talking about the biggest, the baddest, and the best of the best. Out goes Unique, enter Kanan. And so it's like Kanan is now taking Unique's place in a very, very funny way. Now, this is a crew that, for all we knew, we all know Rock and Unique knew them, but for whatever reason, we never really see Rock with them. But we knew Unique obviously grew up around them. He knew them. He had history with them. I'm going to say all of them grew up around this crew, but they ended up branching off and doing their own thing, dealing with Dean. But at the end of the day, they always had their own thing going. They always had their own hustle going. And even though they say they out of the game, they somewhat in the game. And so now Kanan is establishing himself with them. He's a part of a crew. He's a part of a powerful crew now. And I think this is going to be his crew from now on. And I think the introduction to Breeze is about to be right around the corner if Ronnie himself is in Breeze. You can tell there was change taking place. Even while Kanan was with the crew and as Jukebox was leaving, you could see Rock saying, maybe I should get back in the game. That's all I was ever good at. I should come back in here. And while that's that's taking place, the feds is watching Rock and everybody on the streets. And the feds is obviously going to be watching Kanan and them as well. And not only that, there's also a situation with everyone wondering where Unique is. So there's so many things going on right now. I'll talk about our boy Lulu later. Marvin seems to be right by Rock's side as she's getting into the game, basically being a face for her, like her number two, her second in command. And so as Lulu goes out, Marvin enters as the number two. And truth be told, Marvin has been Rock's real number two since season 1 of Raising Kanan. Not really in title, but more in action. And as time has gone on, he's completely taken Lulu's place. And that's what seems to be taking place as well. So a lot of changes, a lot of stuff is happening within this episode. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hype about it. It's like this season was taking its time to get here, but we were enjoying the ride the whole time. But you can tell things are changing. And they're not just changing, they're changing for good. I only wonder what's going to be Rock's reaction to the fact that Kanan is now rocking with her rivals. Is it going to be all out war? Is it going to be a situation where she's going to come for Kanan? Is she going to try to use anything she can to get him back on her side? We don't know. But I do know this is an establishment of a new crew, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the crew that Kanan is going to become Kanan with this crew. This is the crew that Ghost and Tommy and everybody grows up in. So get ready. All I want to say to you guys is it's your boy Bobby Beats here. Just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And